Hey y'all, it's your girl Chosen to Inspire, and I'm back with another vid. I know it's been a while since I dropped a vid. It's been probably like a year since I last dropped a vid or whatever. Yeah, a lot been going on. Your girl got a baby now. I know, right? I'm still surprised. I'm baffled. But anyway, as y'all can tell by the title, I'm gonna be talking about my labor experience, and I think it's actually gonna be beneficial to first time moms, second time moms in general, because I know when I was pregnant I was watching other people's like labor journey, labor story, basically trying to get an insight of how it was, what it would be like, because that's something that I haven't experienced before. Well, now I have, but before, when I was watching videos, I really didn't know like what to look for. I didn't know like what the feeling would be. So I was just interested in hearing other people's stories, watching vids of people, labor stories, labor journeys, etc., etc. Because I know like when I was pregnant, I was actually like watching and listening to people labor journey, their labor stories, their giving birth, like just to basically get an insight and take how it would be, things like that. So like if you're a first time mom or second time mom or going to be a mom in the future, this video could be beneficial to you. I'm just saying, in my opinion, because I know when I was pregnant, your girl was definitely doing research on everything. You feels me? But anyway, let's get into the vid. I'm gonna try to make it not as long as possible. Like, I'm gonna just, I don't want to rant too much. Make this video like a whole hour. But anyway, so yeah. So I found out I was pregnant last year in the summer. It's so crazy because I actually found out right before I was actually going on a surprise vacation that my boyfriend had actually surprised me with a trip going to Costa Rica. And I found out just a few hours before us actually getting on a flight. And the only thing that made me want to take a pregnancy test, because what made me want to take the pregnancy test? Well, first I wasn't really feeling well and stuff like that or whatever, and I was having these weird dreams and stuff like that or whatever. Like, I honestly wasn't feeling myself, like, and every time I woke up I was feeling drained, like as if I didn't get no sleep, waking up from sleep, you feel me? And I remember me telling my boyfriend, he was like, oh, take pregnancy test, take pregnancy test. And I'm like, no, I actually just got my period or whatever. I don't need to take a pregnancy test if I'm like my period just passed. Like, I can't be pregnant. And he's like, oh, but you could still have your period and be pregnant. I'm like, no way. Plus, how would you know? You're not even a female. So me not even really like thinking twice about it, like, oh, maybe I should or whatever. Only reason why I actually thought of taking it is because like why? Oh yeah, because actually, yeah, I was basically feeling nauseous or whatever. I had a local edible, whatever, like a mushroom bar type of thing or whatever. And yeah, after I ate it or whatever, I wasn't really feeling it. Like, I was feeling like like I threw it up. Like, I was so confused because, I could tolerate edibles. I mean, I don't do edibles often, but when I do, I'm able to tolerate it. But anyways, yeah, so I had a little candy bar or whatever, and I probably would say I threw it up probably like 20 minutes or whatever. And then I thought to myself, like, oh, what the fuck? Like, usually, like, there's something I could tolerate. Like, why would I throw it up or whatever? So that actually made me want to take a pregnancy test, to be honest, or whatever. So yeah, and I found out like a few hours before our flight. Our flight was probably like 4 or 5 a.m. or whatever. I found out a few hours before our flight. And it was kind of a bittersweet feeling because one, your girl's about to go out of town, that's turn up, get lit type of vibe, you feel me? And then I was kind of thinking like, dang, I'm obviously not gonna drink, I'm not gonna do certain stuff anymore now that I know that I'm pregnant. So it was just like a lot on me, especially since my birthday was in a few hours and I'm going on a surprise vacation. And all I'm thinking is like, damn, now I can't really have the fun that I want to have because I just found out I'm pregnant. Like, oh my God. It's just like, damn, like, damn, like, that's crazy. Like, so a lot of thoughts was actually going through my head or whatever. And yeah, like I didn't even tell my boyfriend or whatever until like our vacation was over and it was our last day. We was about to go home in the morning, and I told him. And I only really told him because I got into like a little mini argument with him or whatever. Just because I wasn't having my way, so I was getting tight. I wasn't having my way, so yeah. But anyway, fast forward. Yeah, that's how your girl found out she was pregnant. Um, yeah, so I was pregnant last year. Found out in the summer. Um, by the time I went to the doctor or whatever to get checked out, I was already 3 months. They didn't even know. Wasn't even really showing, you feel me? I mean, my stomach was like a little bloated, but like I was very skinny back then or whatever. So I didn't think nothing of it. I thought like every time I ate, like it was just my food. You know, like when you eat a good meal, whatever, or when you eat a lot and your stomach just get a little fat to it. You feels me? So I thought that was just that, whatever. Like I would notice that my stomach would be bloated, but I didn't think I was pregnant. But yeah, but yeah, I was. But yeah, but me saying that is like I wasn't really showing like as like somebody with a different figure would be showing at 3 months, basically. Okay, so fast forward to that, yeah, boom, boom, boom. You know, as it started getting bigger and stuff, and then it was really starting to set in and things like that or whatever. Boom, 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 and then when it was time for me to give birth, let's just fast forward, because I'm not about to tell you my whole like pregnancy journey. The point of me doing this video is to basically so you guys could get an insight of like my labor story. How was it when I was in labor, during my labor, having contractions and stuff like that. If you actually want to check out like how my pregnancy journey was for me, you could actually follow my TikTok. I had chosen to inspire as well, and I got I got 3 parts to my pregnancy journey, like how it went for me and, the things I was feeling and how I was getting treated and things like that, of that nature or whatever. I don't want to rant. I want to stay on topic. So, anyways, yeah. So, fast forward of this year, March. March, I would say they said my due date, my GYN said my due date was gonna be March 10th, but my due date actually was March 8th. And it's crazy. Before I get into the labor story, I was actually with a GYN, but then I transferred to a birthing center because I wasn't like, I actually wanted to have a water birth. Like my dream transferred from a GYN facility to a birthing center because my dream was to actually have a water birth. And I know like when you're doing like GYN and stuff, you don't know, you're just gonna go to the hospital, lay on your back. And I honestly was against laying on my back or whatever, things of that nature. And I was just against a lot of the hospital policies. Like I wanted to keep my placenta, I wanted to be able to drink fluids and eat during my labor. I just wanted to be comfortable and have good energy while I'm in labor / giving birth. So that's why I actually transferred from my GYN to a birthing center. And yeah, so yeah, fast forward. Okay, yeah, so like I said, sorry I'm going like dabbing in little topics or whatever because I want to get all the key points or whatever. So yeah, they said my due date was March 10th, but I had my baby March 8th. And would you believe March 7th, I had an appointment to go see my midwife, and she checked me and whatever down there, and she said, oh, you're only, and then she said 1 centimeter dilated, like she could feel the baby head or whatever. And then I was like, okay, like when do you think I will like be having my baby? And she said on the weekend, like it was a weekday, so she said like on the weekend, like in a couple of days. Bro, now that I know like what it feels like to have contractions, and now I know the difference between certain stuff, bro, that whole day I was having contractions. I'm thinking that I was with my mom, my stepdad. We was running errands and stuff. I'm thinking like just because like my stepdad hit like little bumps in the road, that like that's causing me to like have like little pains or whatever. But that was contractions. That was the start to my like mild contractions. Like how they say first it starts like every 10 minutes you get contraction, and then a real contraction is every 2 to 3 minutes, and like a short time frame. Like they come quickly and they last for like every 2 to 3 minutes. Bro, now I know the difference. So after I left the birthday center for my appointment, and I was just, doing errands with my mom, my stepdad. I was feeling contractions that whole day. When I got home, and it was just right, I was eating dinner and stuff, and I was noticing, like, ooh, like, I keep feeling pain every 10-15 minutes. I'm like, ooh, dang, like, not even on, bro, that same day in the middle of the night, my mild contractions came. Like, it was, oh my, it was so powerful and hurting OD to the point I was crying. I could not sleep at all. That's how I knew that the baby was coming, because I could not tolerate. I was trying to close my eyes. I was trying to go to sleep. I could not tolerate. So how the birth center works is that, like, anytime you feel in those contractions, they have a 24/7 hotline where you could be able to call and let the midwives know, and then they listen to you on the phone. How my, like, journey went, I called them. Probably I waited. I tried to tolerate it as much as I could. I called them probably like 1 a.m. My boyfriend, he just came home from work, probably like around 11. I tried to tolerate it. Ate again, laid down. I called him at 1 a.m. Decided to call with, yeah, I think my contractions. How can we tell? How? I don't hear it. And I'm like, how you gonna hear? And then later she was like, whenever it happens, we're just gonna be on the phone with you and we're gonna see how you react. So when it started happening, I was like, making sounds and shit. And she was like, oh, okay. How often are you having it? And then I guess she was doing a timer, doing it and stuff like that, whatever. And then she said, I remember her exact words. She was like, as the pain hurts to the point where someone, like, is like a sharp stabbing or something like that. And I'm thinking, like, she says the pain, like, very painful, like a bullet to the head. I'm thinking, like, sis, I don't know what a bullet to the head feels like, the fuck. And I'm like, no, worse. Like, I don't like how that analogy went or whatever. So I'm like, worse, because what I feel, it feels worse. It's very painful and I can't tolerate it and things of that nature, whatever. And then that's when she said, okay, you could come in, take a shower, bring snacks. You're supposed to have a bag packed and all that before. Like, when you're pregnant, you're supposed to have a bag packed to take with you to the birthing center, to the hospital, like wherever you prefer to have your baby or whatever. So I already had my bag packed. I had coconut water to keep myself hydrated. I had snacks, sun chips, etc., etc. I had fruits, strawberries, like things to just, Okay, so going, my boyfriend driving, and now I'm like, when you, like, I remember watching videos and stuff like that and reading books about, like, giving birth and how to stay calm, how to inhale and exhale, how to do deep breaths, think of a happy place and all that. Like, I remember, like, as I was having contractions, I remember to stay calm, because, boy, them things is painful, worse than period cramps. I thought it would be something like period cramps, like a little scrunching at the stomach. No, bro, it was way worse than that. I remember my boyfriend was driving from Queens. I had my birthing center was in Brooklyn, to go to the birthing center in Brooklyn, and whew, that route was like, whew. All I know, I was just trying to keep calm, because I know more stress is bad for the baby. It's bad for when you're about to give birth. If you have anxiety, and if you're in fight mode versus then flight mode, when you're like just calm and relaxed, that's good. But if you're getting all hyped up and like scared, anxiety, that's worse and stuff like that. Like, that's not helping your body to basically be calm. So when it is time to push that, everything in your body and you is all working together to help yourself, let the baby flow through. Me, it's not gonna flow through, but you still gotta push anyways. So yeah, there I was in labor for like 12 hours, bro. 12 hours. I went to the birthing center, got there probably like 2, 3 in the morning, bro. I didn't have my baby till the next day, like around 11 something. My boyfriend could tell me the exact time. Yeah. And what's so crazy, I thought like I would be able to tolerate the pain now that I know what the pain felt like. No, it just kept getting worse and worse. worse and worse. Like, I wanted to cry. Like, I was already crying. Like, I couldn't sleep. Like, I didn't want to really do nothing. Like, I did like exercises on the birth, not exercise, but I did like things like moved around on the birthing ball, to help me get ready to have the baby and push out the baby. I did like with my midwife, I was like, I had to walk up and down steps or whatever to like, open up my canal or whatever. I hydrated myself with coconut water, lots of coconut water, regular water. I had like sugary snacks and stuff like that, whatever. Oh, just thinking about it is like making me tingly again, like, OMG. And yeah, so during that, when we got there, whatever, they did the stress test and stuff like that to make sure the baby was okay and things of that nature. The pain, if you ask me, if you want to know how the pain was between 1 out of 1,000, I say 1,000 over 1,000, because and I did it with no epidural, no laughing gas, nothing. And me, before I had a baby, I was practically 90 pounds, probably 105 the most. Like, my weight was going up and down or whatever. Like, whew. Okay, so now let's get into the labor story. Me actually to the labor story, like me actually in the midst of about to give birth. Okay, so during that time at the birthing center too, it was like complications because the baby, like, her head wasn't down no more, her head was up. So I had to do certain things and methods to get her head to come back down near my vagina or whatever, like pointing out, whatever. Not pointing out, but facing down. So, because in the birthing center, the head has to be face down and stuff of that sort. My water did not break, but the baby was damn near 9-8 centimeters dilated, but my water did not break. They asked me if they want to break my water. I said no, I would like to wait. I wanted everything natural. I don't want for the head to be face down. After I don't know how long it took, but I would probably say like under an hour. The methods that I was doing, the baby head was face down and the position is supposed to be. What else? Yeah, I was waiting for my water to break because I wanted it to break naturally. So it did, but the contractions was getting worse and worse and worse. Like, literally, worse and worse. Good thing I read books on how to stay calm and watch videos, because I was doing breathing exercises. I was just trying to stay calm. I was telling my boyfriend, I don't know if I could do this anymore. I don't know. Like, I was starting to, like, honestly doubt myself, and a lot of negativity began to cloud my judgment because of the pain was very unbearable for me. And even though the pain was very unbearable for me, I still didn't want no epidural. I didn't want nothing. I didn't want no man-made medicines. I honestly, I wanted to do it on my own, because your body is made for this. Women could endure, I don't know what's the number, but I know a lot of pain. You could comment down below if you know the exact number. But yeah, I knew my body could do this, and I knew if I put my mind and my heart, basically my mind in the right like path, like, yes, I could do this, like, just stay positive, I knew I was able to do that, accomplish it. But even though there was a lot of negativity in my mind, like, I don't know if I could do this, like, my God, like, so I heard stories where they rip your vagina, you gotta get stitches. I thank God that didn't happen to me though, whatever. I think the most high that didn't happen to me and stuff like that. So during that moment, waiting for my water to break, then it actually did break, and the baby was ready to come. So yeah, like I said earlier in the vid, I wanted to do a water birth, so they got the tub and stuff ready for me. And oh my gosh, being in the water while you're about to give birth is so relaxing and soothing. Like, you're not thinking of nothing but like, I could do this, free flowing. Oh yes, my body is made for this. Like, I was just thinking of nothing but positivity once I was in the water. Like, even though my boyfriend and my midwives were surrounding me, I wasn't even looking at them. Like, my eyes was closed. It was like, how you feeling? You feel good? I'm like, yes. Even though the contractions were still very unbearable, I would make sounds like, ooh, ah. But I could tolerate it because I'm in the water, and it feels soothing to be in the water. So then now my midwife said, whenever you're ready to push, you just push or whatever. And then she told me like when it's time to push, just don't like do a hard push at once. Try to like balance it out. Like she was telling me to take like breaths during my pushes, you know, because like when you're in the pain, like sometimes I was forgetting to take deep breaths and just breathe. And I remember when I was remembering to breathe, she was like, you're doing great, you're doing great. I was like, I read this book and I remember to stay calm. That's how I know to stay calm. Even when I had called and told them that I was feeling contractions, they were saying, I remember one of the midwives was like, well, you're so calm and you're having contractions. How you're having contractions, you're so calm. I was like, I read this book on how to stay calm and how to do breathing exercises and how to think of a happy place. That's why I'm calm, even though I'm in pain. And she was like, oh wow, really? Okay, that's great. Okay, I see some people come prepared then. I'm like, yeah. But anyways, back to that. And I remember like my midwife, she was encouraging me to like, remember, take a deep breath, you got this, you got this, take a deep breath, you got this. And you know, I was doing that. And like when she was feeling me, like she felt the babies coming and stuff like that. I was in the water, and then she said that the baby heart rate is dropping. As I'm in the water, the baby heart rate is dropping. So I need to get out the water right now. So I'm like, all right, got out the water. They positioned me in the room. First I was like in this position where like you're like this, like, you know, you're laying on your back, but you're like this. Like I don't want to turn around and do it because it's gonna look weird. But like I could not endure that pain. I couldn't stay like that. Like I couldn't stay like that. Like I couldn't. So then I felt like this sharp pain, like it was getting sharper, like as if the baby was like near, like this is my, like as the baby was just like right there type shit or whatever. So like I'm like, oh my god, I think she's coming. I think she's coming. Oh, I can't. So as I'm doing that, whatever, she tells me that she's felt the baby head. One of the midwives like, I see hair and it's not your hair. I'm like, what? Oh my god. So she's like, push. I'm like, I'm pushing, but as I'm pushing, I'm not breathing. So I'm like, I'm holding my breath while I'm pushing. They're like, you gotta breathe and push. I'm like, like I don't know how to do this. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this. Like I don't know. Then I remember this stuck out to me. One of my midwives was like, act like you're taking a hard dunk, like you're constipated. You're taking a hard dunk. Do it like that. And then at first I wasn't doing it because I wasn't really gravitating like what she meant. Like, so I was doing it wrong. They kept telling me, no, try again, do it again. And I kept saying, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I started crying. I was screaming, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. My mom couldn't make it because whatever. And my mom was on the phone. I don't know if she was on the phone or if my boyfriend called her or my midwife told him to call, or I don't know. I don't remember how that went, but I know she was on the phone. She was trying to encourage me as well. I was not hearing nothing she was saying. They called my grandmother, and my grandmother was screaming, like, you could do it, baby, you could do anything. She was encouraging me hard body. Like, yo, I love my grandma. I love her. Oh my god. She was encouraging me hard about it, and I was like, no, I can't do this. No, I can't. I was like, no, I don't think I can have this baby. I don't think I could do this. And they was telling me, like, when I kept doing that, I'm just I don't know what the word they use, but basically I'm putting my baby in a bad position because she's right there and I'm not pushing. I'm wasting time by saying I can't do it and not pushing or whatever, stuff like that. So they tell me, no, you gotta do it, you gotta come on, you know, you're putting your baby in distress, stuff like that. And I'm like, I just can't do it. Like, oh my god, if you want to cut me, just cut me open. I'm not pushing her, I'm not rejecting no more. Just cut me open. Like, I can't. And my midwife, I love my midwife. Her name is Nicole. Most High be with her, grant all her wishes. I love that lady, even though I barely know her, but I love her. She was so encouraging. She kept telling me I could do it. She kept saying, try again, let's do a retake, you could do it. That was very encouraging. Oh my gosh. So after all of that, after all the encouragement and stuff like that, that one push I did, I see her head is coming out. One more, do one more of those. Did it again, do one more. She kept saying, do one more. I'm like, no, you keep telling me do one more. How many more? I did one more. You keep saying one more. I can't do no more. She's like, you could. Oh my god, I was crying. This was a very sentimental moment for me even though I was in so much pain, it was so worth it. After like the third push or the fourth push, after she said one last one, got the baby, she was crying. You know how they have to like pat the back, make her cry more and stuff like that, because she had amniotic fluid in her lungs and stuff, so they had to get that out and things like that. Oh my god, when I saw my baby for the first time, I could not believe I pushed her out. Like, I was just looking at her like, oh my god, this baby just came out of me. My baby was 6 pounds and 8 ounces. Like, and I was just crying still, and I just couldn't believe like what I just endured. Like, oh my god, I just pushed a baby out my vagina. No epidural, no meds, no pain meds, no stitches, no rips, no tears, none of that. Bro, how? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I could do it. I was telling him like, no, I can't do it. If you gotta cut me, just cut me. Even though my head is almost out my vagina, just cut me, because I can't. My boyfriend was encouraging me, like, even though I was appreciating his encouragement, I was just taking, I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna do nothing. You gotta push a baby, oh my god. And they was telling him like, you know, you could come watch, but he was like, oh no, I'm gonna come right here. I'm gonna be right here if she needs me, if she need to hold on to me, scratch me, bite me, whatever. Oh my god, I used his arm, his body as like a freaking pillow. Like, I bit him up, stretched him up, because the pain was just so unbearable. Like, I needed something, like, and he let me use his body, his arms, to bite him and scratch him up, because I could not endure the pain. Even though he was really encouraging me, like, you know, you got this, baby, you could do it. And I was just kind of like mad, because I'm like, you don't really know what I'm going through. You don't know this feeling, even though like you see them in pain, and it hurts you to see me in pain, but you don't really know how it really feels. Like, it feels worse than how it looks on my face, you know. He was telling me like, you know, I understand that. That's why I love my boyfriend. He's so sweet. But anyways, yeah, like, after that or whatever, him encouraging me, and had my baby, I was able to hear her cry. I couldn't believe I just had a baby. And oh my gosh, I lost blood, a lot of blood, but it was a good enough amount where I'm still alive. But yeah, I'm only saying that because I didn't think like, dang, like, once you have a baby, when you use the bathroom, like, it's just like, dang, gallons, or I don't know, gallons, but like milliliters, or however, whatever they use to weigh the blood, like, coming out of you. It's like, dang, sheesh. And that first time using the bathroom after you have a baby, like, even pee, it's like, damn, a murder scene. Like, yikes. Even while you're in labor and stuff, before you have a baby, using the bathroom and stuff like that while the baby is in you, it's still even painful. Like, I remember I was in my birthing center when I first got there. I was in the bathroom for like an hour, just sitting on the toilet, because I felt comfortable, but I was in pain. But I was comfortable sitting down, even though I was in pain, if you understand what I'm saying. But like, whoo, sheesh. But I would say just being in labor, having those contractions is a very painful feeling, but it's also worth it after you see your healthy, beautiful baby, you know. And someone as little as me, I didn't think I could do it. Like, literally, I didn't think I could do it. I didn't ever even think I was gonna have kids, but I didn't even think I could push a baby out of me. Like, oh my gosh, like, I was just totally grateful that I was able to do that with no pain meds, no epidural, no C-section, no rips, no tears, no stitches. And I was able to go home that same day, which was a blessing in disguise, because sheesh. But yeah, I'm just grateful that I was able to accomplish that. Like, now I actually know what it feels like to be a first-time mom, and second, to actually go through labor and have contractions and be pregnant and stuff like that. It's honestly a very sweet journey. I'm not gonna lie. It is a sweet journey. It's nice. It's a nice journey. Like, you know, growing a baby inside of you, watching the baby grow, checking when you get like sonograms and stuff like that, watching your belly grow, feeling your baby kick. Like, I really feel like me and my baby had a special bond, even when she was in her belly, because like I would do this to my belly, like, to let her signify like, hey, kick, and she would literally kick. Even when I was like go to like my appointments at the birthing center and stuff like that. And like in order to get her to kick and stuff, like when they like fill my belly and do certain stuff, I would go like this to my belly and stuff like that, which was like, I don't know, what's the special fun, but like, yeah, you know, though it's a very painful feeling to be in labor and have contractions, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it, especially when you see your baby, your healthy, beautiful baby. It's all worth it. Well, that's it for the vid. I think that's basically all my key points, everything I wanted to talk about. Well, I gotta hurry up and wrap it up because I try to do a quick video while my baby is taking a nap. I hope you enjoyed the video and do find it beneficial to you in any way. If you're gonna be a first-time mom, second-time mom, or if you're just a first-time mom, just curious of how like the experiences being in labor and how contractions feel and stuff like that. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Also comment if you have any questions down below. I'll feel free to answer later.